Sometimes when we come to meditate, especially perhaps in groups, there's a sort of posturing that can begin to happen as though we have to somehow bring a different version of ourselves, a better version, a more spiritual version, a more awake version, a more aware version, a more present version. And I'd like to invite you to just be as you are, to come as you are and to be as you are. Oftentimes in our lives, we also sort of posture in different situations. We put ourselves together, we hold ourselves up. And what would it be to let all of that go? One helpful thing I find is to really just let our bodies land here, to just kind of let down. Because oftentimes when there's that posturing happening, there's kind of a squeezing inwards and an upward pull, and the shoulders sometimes will rise as well. And oftentimes a lot of the energy will go into the head. And so this invitation to bring attention down, to let our body settle into gravity, also invites a kind of a letting go, any of that holding together and up and in that we might be doing, oftentimes unconsciously, to let that habit fall apart, if you will. So we're letting the body really give itself to gravity. And we're bringing particular awareness today to those tendencies that we have to hold ourselves in a particular way. As we rest into the earth, we can let all of these patterns that we have that really form our conditioned self or the ego, we can let them fall apart gradually in their own time as we feel this deep invitation to rest just as we are. And of course, any moment, there can be a tendency for the analytical mind to divide our experience into the parts of it that we like and the parts of it that we don't like, and to tend to kind of push away, reject, or ignore those parts that we don't like, and maybe even to grasp at those parts that we do enjoy. And so to come as we are is just to acknowledge that as human beings, that's what we do. But once we bring awareness to this pattern, it's the beginning of the end of it, you could say. The light of awareness begins to dissolve anything that isn't authentic.